everyone. So today I did this look using the Naked 3 palette and Urban Decay palette. I was inspired by Valentine's Day. I really wanted a pink, bright in your face look, and I think I accomplished that with this. It's not so much an everyday look, but it is a look that I just was so excited about. I hope you guys like it. It is going to be a talk through video, so it might be a little longer than usual, but I will try to speed it up and cut it down as much as I can. I hope you guys like this video. If you are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye, you guys. Hey everyone, so my eyebrows are already done. I did them off camera. I carved them out with concealer, and I'm using the same concealer as my base, but I feel like if you put on a base, it just makes things look a lot cleaner. So that is what we are going to do. So we are starting off with, we're just gonna use the Naked 3 palette, and we are going to use a big brush. This one is the Coastal Scents BRC NO2 brush. So we're just using that to set our base. These big brushes are perfect for applying a bunch of eyeshadow all at once, because it's just big, and since we don't have to be precise here, then we are going to go in with the color Limit. Jeez, I don't know my colors. And we're going to use my trusty brush. My favorite type of brushes to use are these fluffy brushes. This one is from Soho. Any fluffy blending brush will do, but Soho is one of my favorite ones. They're very inexpensive. Now we're going to go in with the color Nooner. And I love using blending brushes because you apply the color, but besides applying the color, you're also facilitating and blending. Like, you're able to blend at the same time. And we're bringing in the color a little bit into the center, so the darker color, and you're kind of moving down as well. So you're covering the lid as well, like you're kind of blending down to cover the lid, but we're not covering it all the way. So you kind of start at your crease line, and but then you start blending down. And then for the first color, we were blending a little bit up. Now we're blending down with the darker one. Now going in with a flat brush, I'm using e.l.f.'s. It's a concealer brush, but I use it for eyeshadow. We're gonna go back in with Strange, which was the first color we used everywhere, and I want to just pack it on again on top. I just want to pack it on top just to make it brighter, just on the lid, and more so on like the forward portion of the lid and not all the way to the back. And then you smooth it out. You kind of pat it down, then you kind of smooth it out with the brush as well. We are going to use this brush. It's the same type of brush. It's not the same one, but it's the same type of brush. And I'm going to just wet it. And the reason I'm wetting it is because I'm going in with this color Dust, and it's a very glittery, even if the color is packed onto this palette, I feel like it's really loose. So I do wet it to help facilitate the application. So I'm just gonna tap that onto my lid, and just be kind of careful. Like, if you smear it too much, then you're gonna get tons of fallout onto your face, and we necessarily don't want that, especially if you did your foundation first. So try to use more patting motions as opposed to like pushing the product around, because then you're really not going to get much product. You're just going to be pushing the glitter around. So, okay. So now that we have the glitter on our eyes, kind of let it dry a little bit because it's a little bit damp of, you know, the glitter part. And we're gonna go in with a blending brush, and then just to kind of smooth out, which it's pretty smooth already because as we were applying the colors, we were also blending, but just to blend a little bit more just for a smoother eye look. We'll see. Okay, so anyways, continuing, we are going to finish off our face, and then we're going to go back to our eyes. I am going to spray my face with MAC's Fix Plus, and so it doesn't taste that well. I use this to kind of freshen up my face, and then I am going to go in with the Professional. I had stopped using this Professional from Benefit because I felt like it was drying out my skin, and so I recently started using it again because I feel like I have better control over my skin. I've been moisturizing a lot lately, but I don't know. So I'm gonna apply before I continue. True Match, L'Oreal True Match in W5 Sand Beige all over my face. But I had recently seen that Smashbox has a new primer water out, which I thought was really cool. It's pretty much the same concept as what I've been doing with this MAC Fix Plus, and I just use it so for better application of my foundation. And I feel like that Smashbox one would be similar, so I'm kind of curious to try it, but I'm also like, well, this is what I'm using the MAC Fix Plus for, and I feel like it's very universal what I've been using this for. Like, I use it to apply glitter, and lately to prime my face, to help in facilitating in my foundation application, and I've been using it as a setting spray at the end. So I'm really loving this MAC Fix Plus. So now we're gonna go in with concealer for under the eyes, and I am going to be using the Age Rewind by Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and it's the one with the little poofy thingy. So I'm using concealer as a cover up of dark circles, which I don't have much of, thankfully, but I'm also using it as a highlighter to brighten my face. So I am going to first pat it in with my finger. I'm sorry if I'm flicking anyone off. And I put it on my highest points just to get some brightness, and I kind of balance it out, because if I have like a really bright under eye and then that's it, like it's not gonna look, it's gonna look like too much. So we're highlighting our nose and just kind of pat, brush in, and then pat, pat, out my eye. So I'm doing technically 3 things when I'm applying it to my under eye. I'm using it to brighten up my eye, I'm using it to conceal, I'm using it to brighten up my cheekbone area, so that might be another 4th one where we can just put it with brightening up the eye. And I'm also using it to clean my shadow so that, you know, it's like a cleaner line at the end, like it's not all messy. Now we are going in with a damp beauty blender type thing. I don't know what this one is called, but it is similar to the beauty blender. I actually have never used an actual beauty blender in my life, so I don't have a reference to compare, but I do like this one. And I'm sorry if this video is going to be massively long. I feel like it's going to be long because I am chatting with you guys to get ready for a Valentine's Day look. Okay, now that is set, I normally go in with a light powder, and I normally use e.l.f. high definition powder. It's very thin and light, but I think I'm going to use this one today, which is the NYC in translucent, but it's really light, so it's all shattered, unfortunately, so I gotta be careful. I can't show you guys, but I'm gonna use this e.l.f. blush brush and just pat it like slightly. See, it's light, and then I'm just gonna put it under my eyes. Now that we are all brightly highlighted, we are going to continue with our face products. I am going to be using another translucent powder, but this one isn't as light. It is a translucent powder from e.l.f. I have no idea where my actual face powder is because I moved things around. I was doing my fiance's cousin's makeup this weekend. She won tickets to a pre-Grammy party, so I like separated. I was cleaning up all my brushes and I was making sure I was like separating my makeup, my personal makeup, from makeup that I was gonna use on her, and in the process I lost my powder, or it might be in the car, I'm not sure. So the eyes, I am going to use this flat brush. It's just, I don't know where this brush came from. I think it's from like an art store. It's a very thin brush and I like to use it to underline my eye. So I'm using it just lightly just to underline my eye, and just this is just like as another type of base to, because I'm gonna go in with a brighter pink. Now I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Electric palette. I'm gonna go in with the color Savage. This is a beautiful pink, but I was so excited to use this palette because it is warming up now and it's making me feel like summer is right around the corner, and to me that just means like it's time to bust out the colorful shadows. And even if it's just February, why not add some color? I'm gonna line the top of my eyes and then we will go from there. Eyes, and now I'm gonna go in with the same pink again and the same brush from the pink from the electric palette, and we are just gonna follow the liner just like that. So, and if you want, you can even go in with your concealer brush. Where's mine? And we can use some of the products that was on there just to kind of clean it. You can even use the same foundation that you had just to match it a little bit better so it won't be super bright, and just clean up. So now I'm gonna go in with my palette that I got over the holidays, the Cheeky Sweet Spot by Benefit, and I'm just gonna use the Hoola bronzer. I have the Hoola bronzer in the other box, but this is so convenient for me because it's all in one box. So we're gonna start off with this brush it's a contour brush from Real Techniques. I'm actually gonna go in with this chubby brush that we used earlier, and I'm actually gonna go in with the contour palette from Anastasia, and we are gonna use the shade in the middle, which is very similar. Like it's kind of grayish tone, and we're gonna use it to carve out a nose just a little bit. flat brush. I'm just gonna... Okay, so now after all of that is done, I am gonna go in with blush. And so I'm gonna use this pinky blush. It's like a peachy pink blush. I haven't used it in a while. It's the Cheeky Booger from MAC. This was from the Kelly Osbourne collection, and I am using this, it's a buffing brush, but I actually use it as a blush brush. So, we gotta finish with our eyes. I totally forgot our eyelashes. It was almost done. Let me finish with, I keep bouncing around. Let me finish first. Let's finish with some highlight and then we'll do the eyes. So I'm using Mary Luminizer. It's what I've been using lately, and I shouldn't flick you guys. So I'm gonna use it down the center of my nose. Such a pretty highlighter. I'm going to use this fan brush from Morphe. It's the Deluxe S207 Soft Fan Brush. I'm just using it to get some highlight on my cheeks. For mascara, I'm using They Are Real by Benefit. So I am going to apply these lashes right now. Hey, so my battery was dying, so I charged it. While I was charging it, I just finished up. What I did end up doing, I believe I was putting my lashes before the battery died, I think. So I did put on lashes, obviously. I just relined my eyes just to make sure I covered up the band as much as I could. I put more of the eyeshadow underneath just to make it look brighter, just because I feel like it wasn't that bright. And now we are going to go into lipsticks. So we're going to be sticking with the pink theme, and we are going to be using Lime Crime's Pink Velvet. This is a very pretty color and very pink. So let's see if it's not too much. I just want to add just the tiniest bit of highlighter to the inner eye. And this is the final look. What do you guys think? It is very pink. I wanted something very pink and out there. I am planning on doing a video with only drugstore products, like drugstore eyeshadows and stuff for Valentine's Day. That video might be a little bit more subtle, but I really just wanted to use just vibrant colors.